Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Starting with my first DIY, I will be using 4 large paint stir sticks, 6 of these wooden sticks that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to cut the paint sticks using my handsaw. Honestly, I didn't even measure them. All I did was just cut 2 of them the same size and the other 2 the same size. I'm going to make a square, then I'm going to start gluing this using the Dollar Tree wood glue. And because I didn't want to let it dry overnight, all I did was use some of the extra pieces of paint sticks that I had to glue them to the back using hot glue. To paint everything, I use a mixture of the Waverly chalk paint and elephant and the antique wax and a little bit of water. Next, I'm going to flip the frame around and I'm going to start gluing the sticks. I first started to glue 2 of the sticks going sideways, and I did have to cut the top one because it didn't fit. Once I was done gluing those 2, I then glued 2 more but going the opposite direction. For the last 2 sticks, I cut both of them in half. I then glue them in each corner. And that is it for this window frame. Now I'm going to show you how I did the wreath, and that is very easy. You don't even need an actual wreath form. I'm going to show you how I made one using popsicle sticks. From Dollar Tree, I will be using 5 jumbo popsicle sticks. And for the greenery, I will be using this beautiful fern pick that I got from Walmart, and it was 97 cents. I will be using the popsicle sticks to make the wreath form, so I am going to cut all of them in half. Now I'm going to use this wood circle frame, so like that I can start gluing them all around and it can make a circle form. And I ended up only using 4.5 of these pieces. I first did it and it was kind of small, and I did wanted it to be a little bit bigger, so then I just, before it all dried, I opened it a little bit more and added the last stick. I'm going to use some apple barrel acrylic paint to paint this green. Then I'm going to remove all of the stems from this pick. And I did only use like 3/4 of this pick. I didn't even use all of them, or maybe half of it, I don't remember. But it wasn't all of it. Now I'm going to just start gluing all of the stems going one direction and the other one going the other direction. And look how beautiful this wreath turned out. And now I'm going to add it to this window frame. But first, I'm going to glue one of these clear hooks like this. I can use this window frame all year round just by switching the greenery. And that is it for this beautiful window wall decor. Before I move on, I do want to show you the project I submitted for the Creative Championship contest for round 2. I do want to thank everyone who voted for me in round 1. Thank you so much for the love and support. And if you want to see how I created this, all you have to do is go to the link down in the description box to Heidi's video. And there's also going to be tons of inspiration from the rest of the contestants. For my next DIY, I will be using one of these Dollar Tree decor signs. Now mine's from Easter, but Dollar Tree carries tons of different decor so you can use instead. I started by sanding down the front and then painting it using some white chalk paint. I actually thought I was going to use the front, but I do end up using the back instead. Because I'm using the back, I am removing the sawtooth hook and the sticker, and then I'm going to paint this using the same white chalk paint. To paint the top edges, I will be using the mixture of the Waverly Antique Wax and the color Elephant. The next thing I will be doing is gluing this little extra decor sign that I had from a previous video. It comes from a Dollar Tree window. Now to make this 3D, I am going to add a piece of wood and then I'm going to add my little sign. To decorate it some more, I will be using 2 of these stems, and I'm going to make a bow using this burlap ribbon. Once I am done making the bow, I'm going to make sure I use a string long enough so when I tie it, I can tie the leaves right behind it or in the back. And the last thing I will be doing is just gluing it at the bottom. And that is it for this DIY. I think this little piece turned out so cute. My next DIY is another simple and easy one. From Dollar Tree, I'm going to use one of these tiny little decor signs, and I'm going to remove the succulent that's in the front and the sticker in the back. And these raw stickers that I had for a while already. Now the first thing I'm going to do is paint this using the same mixture I've been using. Even though it's already brown, the color I'm using is like a grayish, brownish. I don't know, something like that. I'm going to put love using the stickers, and I'm trying to cover the little hole that the succulent left. To make this match the rest of my DIYs, I am going to cut the ends of the fern stems and then glue them to that top part. And to decorate this a little bit more, I'm going to use some Dollar Tree jute twine and wrap it around the bottom. The last thing I added was this little jute twine bowl I made. And that is it for this little decor DIY. I think it turned out beautiful and it's so cute. My next DIY is another easy one. Now from Dollar Tree, I'm going to use one of these vases and I'm going to paint it using some white chalk paint. The next step is totally unnecessary. It is a fail, but I do want to show you what I did. Now I used this burlap and I cut a piece off and wrapped it around the vase, and then I glued it to the top and bottom, but only to the burlap. I try not to glue it to the vase, so like that I can remove it because I am going to try to use this as a stencil. The reason I used that as a stencil was because I wanted to use these stencil brushes that I recently got from Ross. They were $3.99 and I was dying to use them, so I said let me use this as a stencil, but it was a total fail. Right now you are going to see once I remove that, it just made some dots here and there, so I just took it off and then just started to use the same brush and start stippling it all around the vase. And I did use the same mixture of paint I have been using on all these DIYs. And that is it. This was so easy. The last thing I did was just add some of the fern leaves to match the rest of my DIYs. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. And don't forget to go to the link down in the description box so you can watch Heidi's video and watch my DIY. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.